So right. I need to name her Grammy. I'm so serious, y'all. People be like, shit. No, I mean, dead serious. And I got the dog Grammy, and guess what? I won the Grammy. And then so then people are like, okay, so you need to get a dog and name it Emmy and Tony. I said, no, you get them on pets. You know how many people get dogs call them retirement? Bill get his bartender. But we come in. Okay. But I started to manifest it in other forms, and then Tony and me in later came, and now I'm the 17th. It's on the record. It's on the record. No more animals. So he's the one that says he got. Yeah. You see what all this? Okay. Yeah. Amazing. And the manifesting is just through the roof. But there were valleys. How did you survive those valleys? Where did you pull the joy that you're bringing on the show? Even the idea of calling it the happy place. Where does that come from? Where does that generate for you? Well, it all goes back to my mother. She used to say, Jenny, what I love about you most is no matter how negative things may be, you always tend to find the positive. And, I thank God that I have a positive perspective. And in everything, I always try to look and find the beauty in it. Even in experiences where you don't feel like you've won or you feel like you've lost. It's still a great experience because in it is a lesson that's going to help you grow and get better. You know what I mean? So I don't look at anything as a negative because nothing is just. Whatever that setback was, maybe preparing you for what's to come, or it's building your character or strengthening you. It will work out for your good in the end. Yeah. That's how I see the world. Yeah. And it's beautiful. It's a beautiful Thank you. You talk about your mom, you talk about family so much, and just the impact is almost in every answer that I love. When you think about the influence that they've had on your life, that they still have on your life, what are some of the moments? What are some of the things that come to mind about your family that carry you through those tough times? Wow. Well, I'm blessed to have a very huge family and a very close-knit family. People are blown away like how the magnitude, the size of it, and the closeness in it. So that is the base. That's the foundation. Even when I go out places, I feel like you're my cousins, you're my aunts, it's all family. And I love being in the industry and hearing different ones say that. And everything, it feels like family. It feels like family. And that comes from, that's what I grew up with and still have around me. It's that base. I was in church 7 days a week, honey. Yes. Okay. My teachers was my cousins, and cousins was my teachers. So I saw them every day a week. And so it's just, everything is family oriented. And, you're trying to tell it in the way they should go, you'll never part, So that's that base that we have, that I'm blessed to have and grateful for. I love it. And you're also a mama. Yes, ma'am, I am. What's that? A basketball mom. Yes, I am. How was it that you were telling me backstage about a miraculous presto changeover that happened in your life? I cannot get over it. So little baby, everyone thinks he's still a little baby. He is not little anymore. He'll be 16 on the 10th of this month. And it's time, it's time for him to get a job. Okay. I said, listen, I didn't grow up like this. I may be the reason you get to grow up this way, but I work for everything I got. And so you're going to start earning your keep too. Boom. You know what I mean? Because our kids need that. And we know as parents, each phase is different. He's a beautiful young man. And I also have 7 of his other cousins. I call them Cat David. So if you ever see me walking around with a herd of boys, those are the boys. And they're all family and they get to grow up together and things like that. But little David is into basketball and music, actually. Yeah, and he's super tall. People are like, who's that man, Jennifer Williams? Like, y'all, this is my son. Okay. That's how much he has grown. And he's going to his junior year of high school. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. So who's that man? That's not the man we're singing you with. We know who that man is.
I like how you switched that.
Yeah, I just had to. But yes, when you think about this act you're doing, because we're going to get into the show and just the juggernaut that it has become and the work it takes to balance all of that. But what does it look like when you do have those off moments? When it's summer right now, like you have your son, you have all these different things going on, and you have a breather. How do you just woosah?
I'm learning now how to woosah. Because I do my job and then I go sit down. But, you know, days don't come as easy as they used to. So we got to live our best lives. And I am outside. Okay? Yes, that's me. You see shopping right next to me. Yes, that's me riding the bike right past you. Okay? Like, just making time for self more. And also with my son growing older, he's like, Mom, I'm going over here. Well, you going over there, baby. I'm just going to go do this for me. You know what I mean? We have to do that. No matter who you are, take your time for yourself. And I'm learning that more and more. And it took me to get, how old am I? I'm going to be 44, I think, in the next month. Sometimes it's taking a while to learn those things. So this summer, and because last summer, not to plug the Christmas album, but I had a Christmas album. Some of y'all came to the concert. I literally did 170 shows through the season. And in the midst of that, a holiday tour and recording the music. Wow. So this summer, I said I'm going to go do number, come and look y'all upside the head. That's right. Okay. And enjoy myself in the midst of it. So living life. Yeah, so I'm enjoying doing that.
And Martha's Vineyard is one of the beautiful places.
It is one of my favorite places as well. Yes.
Well, I heard, Ella Berg told me that it's actually one of the places that was her stepping stone to the Jennifer Hudson show.
It is.
So tell that story.
Yeah, it was here, guys, when I said, you know what? I want to walk into this talk show space and start my journey in first chapter of becoming a talk show host. And so I cannot believe I am here right now. And we're getting ready to go into season 4. You know, right? And you don't know what we got. I was here last. Yeah, it juggles my mind depending on what word change. So last time I was here was for respect, the film. And then now I'm here for, and that was when I said, but I would like to, walk into the talk show host world and try. And again, now we're going into season 4 and see how fast it's going by. My goal is 25 seasons. Ooh. Okay. I mean, come on.
How did you make season 1 happen? What was all the magic that went on behind the scenes that gave us that season 1 that did so amazingly well, including the other 2?
Well, I got to give credit to my staff and my group. My whole team, from Graham to Walter, to Krista, everybody. It's a group effort. So the producers, Andy and Corey, I mean, it's a sea of them. And the hard work that they put in and the faith that they have in me. And I get to ride on their shoulders because this is what they do. And I'm the student and get to learn. Even starting out in season 1, like just walking into it with heart. And what I've learned in doing the talk show is while it's happening, life is happening. You know what I mean? But I feel like the biggest way to connect with people each and every day is through life and having life experiences. So the show has been a reflection of that, and that's what we try to lead with as a team, J-Hood family. That's what we like to do at the show.
How did you prepare? I mean, what did you pull on the acting? We know the singing is in there, but just in getting yourself into the talk show host space, which is different.
It's very different. It's very different. Well, one, again, following the lead of the amazing producers that I have on the show, obviously looking at greats like Oprah Winfrey and Bobby Walters, I was looking at her the other day. I'm a sponge. I like to absorb what, the atmosphere, what I'm around, and learn from those teachers. But I felt like what was most important for me that I wanted to lead with is being a person. You know what I mean? Like being human. Someone that's living life and responding to it. Because I'm not here to be up here and talk to you down there. No, we're all here together. You know what I mean? And I feel like whether it's music, whether it's film, now talk show hosting, it's all coming from, I hope you know, this, but a real place. And for me, that has always been my connection. If I'm singing a song, somewhere in it is my story. If I'm crying a tear, that comes from real pain. If I'm sharing my testimony, that comes from real life experiences. And that to me is the connection with my audience. And that's how I like to lead, because I want to see your human first, and I want you to see my human. I don't care about the awards. They may mount up on my wall, but they do not amount to who I am as a person. I don't know. And you know, that's thank you. But that's what I love to see, and that's what I wanted to be able to have a show to give everyone a platform. From we have, of course, we have celebrities coming through every day, but what about the everyday heroes? You know what I mean? We all have a story. We all have a testimony. We all have a superpower. And I've been blessed to be able to have the platform to share that with everyone, you know, so we can come together. It's a safe place that everyone is welcome to come to. Yeah.
Now, the spirit channel situation. Can we talk about just where it came from, whose bright idea this was, and your reaction to just the violence that has come from the spirit channel?
It has completely blown us away. And it is called the spirit tunnel. People are like, that thing you do when you come up the hallway. And I'm like, the spirit tunnel, when I was doing the film Respect, people were like, well, you can call yourself the queen. I know my place. Miss Franklin is the queen. And I'll take princess's soul. But what I am, I like to call myself the queen of spirit. Okay? So that's where the name Spirit Tunnel comes from. But I got to give credit to producers. I think they took like all the elements of the things that I love. I love people. I love celebrating people. And my favorite way to do it is through music. So why not celebrate you by singing your song as you come into the happy place? And I love for everybody to feel welcome. You know what I mean? And we all do. And I was like, we should just, I think the difference that was made, because they used to do it with me. And I was like, yeah, we should share this with the world so they can understand the energy that's around here. So they know what makes this show different from other shows, or even how I got here. You know what I mean? And once we did that, to see the joy and the beauty and the love that is brought around the world has blown us completely away. But the best part is to see all of the love and the joy being spread. That's what it's about. Yeah.
Oh, it goes everywhere. And I'm telling you, the Mufasa moment, we covered it. Everybody covered it. It's like, wait a second, the spirit tunnel. The spirit tunnel. What was your reaction to waking up and like just seeing how much that was?
You know what? I mean, everybody loves the MPM. We all love MPM. That's right. But you know, my favorite is Blair Underwood, child. Baby, go look at that. Let's show him.
Well, that set the level. People was like, okay, yeah, something the brothers, they were like, dang, Aaron, now I gotta work on my shimmy.
It has taken a life of its own. Like people they want redos. They want to. So guys, I'm literally sitting in my chair. I have a monitor and I can watch people as they walking down the spirit tunnel. Do you know how long I'm out there waiting? Because they like, hold on. Okay, roll the camera. All right, I'm gonna do this. It has really taken the life of its own, but I like that it breaks the ice. As soon as you hit the devil, that's how he's at home. That's it. Also, we got to ready to be on the streets and already felt it. Like this is just the energy that the happy place brings that we love to give and create, and we want you to feel at home. We want you to feel a part of it. This goes from the guests to the audience, to the staff, to the crew. Baby, we all here together. Okay? And it's a celebration of that and the memories that it creates. Those are the things that I love. I love to see people come together on one accord in positivity. It's so much craziness in the world.
We need that.
You know, we need something just like, okay, honey, give me something else. Something that's just no matter where you are, because I haven't seen the highest of the highs, the lowest of the lows, and everything in between. So I can meet you wherever you're at. Like, okay, what you going through, baby? We gonna go through it together. Okay, you celebrating something?
Yeah.
Where the balloons at? You know what I mean? We're in it together. Yeah.
What about you though? Before you get out there, what is a J-Hub ritual just to get yourself into the happy place before you get to the happy place? What do you do?
Well, you know, every day ain't happy. No, that's life, right?
Girl, they're laughing because they know.
I know. That is a great question. But what gets me in the spirit? Well, definitely music.
Mhm.
And then they spirit telling me all the time. They're like, are you here? Are you pulling up? And I'd be like, oh Lord, they got some spirit telling me. So they gets me going. They don't do it every day. And sometimes I go in there and wake them up. I got my boom box like, wake it up. Because to me, a room without music has no personality. I have to say that. But to answer your question, I like to walk through the garden before I go in to center myself. Sometimes I play music. Of course, I talk to God. I talk to that man of mine too. He's such a light and he lifts my spirits alive. Um, but sometimes some days, y'all have no idea. It'd be like, Lord, it's a lot going on. But as soon as I walk through those doors and meet the energy of the crowd, the audience, and then the guests, and I thrive off of energy. And it's like, wow, you came all the way to my show. This is your experience. I want you to have an amazing experience. So you being excited excites me, and it lifts me up. Or seeing those in the audience and how excited they are. Those are the things that just wakes me right on up.
Take me into a moment. Take me to a show, a moment, a guest, whoever it may have been that you walked off the stage and you were like, that was magic right there. That was magical. The exchange that you had, maybe it was something they said, maybe it was their reaction to something you did or gave them. But what is one, just one, because I know there's many, that's on your heart?
That is the hardest thing. It's been so many feelings.
So almost 4 seasons now.
Oh, you may have me here. I feel like I want to say every guest is special. You know, one that comes to mind. I love when Magic Johnson came to the show.
Oh,
Yes, and why he sticks out to me is because he didn't come for anything. He just wanted to come and lend his support. He didn't come to promote anything. He just like, I want to be here to support you and give you encouragement and lighten up. So that holds a special place for me. It's a lot of human interest that comes through the show. I keep in touch with all the fans, Lil Taker, Hasta. Those things are touching, and I like to be present, like in the moment. But it's a lot of moments.
yeah.
But Magic Johnson, Michelle Obama came through the show too. What is it? Oprah? Yeah. You know, it is so many. And then when I get to walk up the hallway and look at all the pictures, be like, wow, we had this moment and this moment and you know what I mean? Yeah. It's a lot.
Does J-Head still get nervous ever?
Yeah, but the show must go on. It's like I always say that my passion is bigger than my fear. You know, I'm afraid of a lot of things, but then I also like to use it for that moment because it's a human feeling, right? So, okay, I'm human and I may feel that way. I may be afraid. I may not know. I may, be figuring it out, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But yes, I get, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm acting, Lord, look at the flow, because these people with the cameras looking at me. If I'm singing before I come out, I'm like, do I know the words? Okay. At the show, I'll be like, oh, they're waiting for me to talk. Oh, so it's a lot of emotions, but that's passion. If you're not nervous, and you don't care. But if the nerves are there, if I'm not nervous, then that's when I'm nervous. Because something gonna go right. Yeah. At least as a performer, I come to realize that.
Well, that is one of the reasons I love tuning in, is because I just know I can get a little mini J-Head concert on any given day. I can turn it on and just be blown away. So what was the thinking? Of course you knew music was going to be incorporated, your music. But what was the thinking behind that in terms of when to incorporate, how much to incorporate? Sometimes it just comes out of you. How do you navigate that with producers and everyone?
Well, if it hit my spirit, they come out. And then sometimes, I listen, they be like, what, you gonna hug the people all the way out to the parking lot? Like, I literally go out in the audience after the show and greet the people as they're leaving. And almost every time, someone says, I see you. Someone says, you watching. Someone will say, I was hoping you would sing. I'll be like, right. Some people want to hear me sing. So that may cause me to sing. Anything, what's difficult. You know what that clap is. Sure, I know. But it is tricky though, y'all, because sometimes it's like, I'll be like, I don't know what. And sometimes I'll wake up and be like, what the damn am I thinking about, acting about? Like, I was just backstage. What's she at? With the president leaving. She said Effie. She was calling somebody else's name. And it was like, hey. I was like, did you say Effie? And she was like, no, I was talking about somebody else. But for my brain, I'm like, am I singing today? You know? So, these moments right here.
Sergeant.
Y'all say sing. I should get to sing. Yes, but I'm a host today. I don't know. Wait, okay. Wait, see, I'm confused. I'm like, what are you doing?
Just pick a song. Pick a song. Who take us to church?
I'm singing.
Take us. Go to church.
Throwing things out there.
Let God use you, sir. Jesus.
Anything, girl. Anything. You can say what's on anything.
The ball give me a clue.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Amazing grace.
Switch from top to I'm trying to
You're gonna give us a Christmas song. That boy?
I'm telling you.
I gotta get to the quick part. And I am saying,
Yes.
you're the best man I ever know. There's no way I can ever get no, I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. I wanna be free. So and you're gonna love me.
Oh my God, that was amazing. You know, you work more host than you can second host of it. I'm
I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know,
No. The fact that you're like, okay, and that.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. This is very much like the show. Okay. See? Okay, then I start singing. Okay, then we go back to talking. And so I put the mics.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna have to say goodbye, and I'm gonna do some photography.
But that's what
I hope you guys enjoy this.
singing background. This is what I do at home. And even at the show, like there's instruments in the studio, right? That represents my home. You know, I have all of these instruments. I can't play none of them, but I have, you know, it's a reflection of what I do. And so musicians will come in, they work the instruments up and we sing. And so when my family's there, that's how we communicate through song. And if we're not singing, we talk. And everybody's family. So that's where all of this comes from. So
Hello, and thank you for